We just released a big update to custom fields in Project.co. Custom fields give you the ability to collect different types of data across your account. And with this update, you can now collect more types of data in more places, and you have more control over who can see and edit each value. So let's see how that looks in your account. I'm on my projects page here, and you can see that we've got a range of different custom fields on each different project. But how does that look in the project? So if I click into the project, you'll see we've got our custom fields underneath the main fields here. So we've also got our team, clients and freelancers, dates, privacy and status that are all built-in fields. And then we've also got a range of custom fields that I've already set up in this account. So we've got things like type, stage, disciplines, motto, instructions, project price, revisions, release date. So you can see that we can track a lot of data for each project. And this is all custom. So everything with a star against it here is custom. And before this update, you could collect select, multi-select, and single line text, but we've added a few other options as well. So we now have things like long text, multi-line text. We have number, so it can be a decimal number or it can be an integer number, and you can add symbols before or text after if you'd like. And we also have date as well. So to add these custom fields, to create them and edit them, we can go up to our logo here, go to account settings and go to account custom fields. And account custom fields are the custom fields that show across the whole account. We also have project level custom fields that will only show on one project, but let's just tackle account custom fields first that show on all entities across your entire account. Okay, so you can see I've actually set up a few custom fields already here. So we have 4 different entities that you can apply your custom fields to. We can apply them to projects, we can apply them to tasks, and following this update now, you can also apply them to files and people as well. So the main things in your account, projects, tasks, files and people, can all have their own custom fields attached to them. Okay, so let's take a look at the types of custom fields you can create. If I actually go in here and add a new custom field, you can see that we've got the ability to apply it to projects, tasks, files or users. So let's add a new custom field to a project. We can give it a name, which I'll come back to in a moment, and we can choose a type. So let's choose a type. Now you'll see we have a few different options that we had more than we had previously. So you can have a single line text, which allows you to write just a few characters all the way up to quite a lot of characters on one single line. You can have a multi-line text field, which allows you to add text on multi-lines. You can have a number decimal. So if I actually show you this, with the number decimal, you can actually show before the number. So before decimal, you might usually have a currency symbol or something else entirely. Depends what you want. It's very flexible from that point of view. And you can also show something after the number as well. If you want to show, for example, GBP, or if you wanted to show per item, for example, you can decide what to do there. So you might have pounds per item or dollars per item or anything else that you prefer, and this would be a decimal. You can also have a number integer, which would also have the show before and show after, where an integer is a whole number rather than being a decimal point. We have select like we had previously, and we also have multi-select like we had previously. So select would let you choose one drop-down option, multi-select would let you choose multiple different drop-down options from the drop-down, and we can now select a date as well. So all the main things that you'd want to add here are covered. Obviously, if anybody has anything else that they feel is not included here that they'd like to see, please give us a shout at support@project.co, and we'll be very happy to take a look at any other options for you. But these would cover the bulk of what you would be looking for usually. Now, what you can do with each custom field is you can decide who should the custom field be visible to, so people with these roles. So you might want clients to see the custom field. You might want external people like freelance to see the custom field. Equally, you might not want them to see the custom field if it's an internal only custom field that you don't want those people to see. Then you can take those people off the list just by clicking. Perhaps you want clients to see the custom field, but you don't want freelancers to see the custom field. You can decide which people with which roles can see the custom field and which can't. So let's pretend for this example that we want clients to see the custom field and our internal team and team admins to see it. We can now choose who should be able to edit the custom field. So in this example here, we've got team and team admin, which means that internal people from your team can edit it and the client can additionally see it. So they won't be able to edit it, but they will be able to see the value. If we take them off, they wouldn't be able to see it, and it would be an entirely internal only editable and a viewable custom field. And we can now also choose what views we'd like the custom field to be visible on. So it will always be editable across all projects or tasks or files or users, but it will only show on the list view, the card view, the Kanban view, for example, on projects if you decide to have it on here. So perhaps we want to see it on the card and Kanban view, but we don't want to see it on the list view. We can make that decision here and just decide which views we want the custom field to be visible on. This gives you ultimate flexibility to decide who should be able to see it, who should be able to edit it, and where it should be shown as well. So you can see here, for example, we've got a range of different examples here. We've got disciplines, which is a multi-select. We've got stage, which is a select. We've got instructions, which is like a multi-line text input. We've got project price, the number of revisions this project's had, and the release date, perhaps something that you might want. And then we've got a range on task as well, so select, multi-select, text. But you can configure these in any particular way you want. And you've also got the ability to reorder these as well. So if we want to see comment first, type then area, we can do that. And that will apply to all views that it's visible on or editable on as well. If we want to look at project level view, custom fields, then we would go to projects, choose a project, and then we go into tasks because project level custom fields are visible on tasks only. And we can go to a task, and on the task we can choose to edit custom fields. And this will take us to the project level custom fields for this project only. So if I was to add a project level custom field, which is, let's say, revisions for this project only, we can choose a number, integer, and we say call that rounds. Perhaps we only want that to be editable and visible internally because it's something that we would want to track internally, how many revision rounds this particular task has had. If we click create new custom field, you can see we've got revisions. Now we can go back to our project here and we can see that we've got revisions showing on this task. If I enter a number, so we've had 3 revisions on this project, we can save and that will be added to the task. Hold on, why is that not visible on the task? Let me just open this back up, go to my custom field, and I notice that I need to display it on these task views. There we go. There we go. Now we've got our 3 rounds of revisions there. So I actually stumped myself there by not adding it to the different task views. But there we go. So that's a bit of a whistle-stop tour of new custom fields. Please comment, let me know what you think. If you've got any more custom fields that you'd like to see, if you've got any different ways that you'd like to edit or change custom fields to make them more customizable for your preferences, then please let me know. Otherwise, enjoy adding more data in more places and enjoy the flexibility of deciding who can see what with the new custom fields update.